According to Jessica Bryant and Liz Welding at bestcolleges.com, 77% of college students experience moderate to severe psychological distress, yet only 19% of these students utilize therapy, medicine, or any other treatment. Today, I'm going to be telling you why I believe that all students should go to therapy and how it is beneficial for you. Going to therapy is extremely important when it comes to maintaining our mental health. The chemicals in our brain directly affect our body, meaning that therapy is necessary to maintain physical and mental well-being. Currently, I am a psychology major working to become a therapist in the future, and I also have experience working as a behavioral interventionalist, which is a kind of therapist for autistic children. Therapy is necessary to maintain a healthy mental health. Dealing with trauma and mental illness will give you better coping skills to live an overall healthier life. First reason to go to therapy is because it's necessary to maintain a healthy mental health. Davis Behavioral Health says the brain is an organ and, like other organs, requires some qualified medical attention. Just like how you would go to the doctor like every month to 6 months for a physical checkup, your brain also needs a checkup by a licensed professional or a doctor. Trying to deal with things on your own or just with other people is not the same as getting professional medical attention. The American Psychological Association suggests you consider time to see a therapist when something causes distress or interferes with some part of your life. It is almost guaranteed that if you're a college student, you're going to feel stress at some point in your college career, which is why it is basically necessary to get therapy or professional help if you are a college student so that you can properly cope and maintain with the regular stress that college puts on its students. Not only do you need therapy to maintain your mental health, but so that you already have a support system ready to go when a big event happens in life. Second reason for therapy is to provide a support system for anxiety, depression, mental illness, or traumatic events. Therapy can be extremely helpful if you're going through grieving. If time passes and you are still feeling like the heavy burden from grieving or loss, therapy can help. I know not necessarily everybody, but a lot of people will face like some form of loss. Like personally, my childhood dog passed away about like a year ago this month. And I know that like having a therapy session, like already set up and ready to go, like I knew I was gonna have someone to be able to talk to right after that it happened. And if I needed to, I could have called my therapist even before the appointment. Versus if you don't already have a therapist set up, you'd have to go through the process of finding help or not receiving any help instead of it already being there for you. Many students in college have mental illness. Nearly one half of college students reported having a mental disorder in a study done at a university. This means that, like, just like I mentioned earlier, mental disorders are still illnesses. Like if you were sick, you would go to a doctor. If you have a mental illness or disorder, you need to go to a therapist to get proper care and help and treatment for that illness. And many college students may not also realize that they have a mental illness and they may just try to push through it. And a therapist might make them realize there's something deeper going on. Talking to someone like friends and family always helps, but therapists give you coping skills that you would not be able to access otherwise. My third reason that you should go to therapy is so that therapists can give you coping skills that will lead you to live an overall happier life. Therapy teaches tools such as the art of mindfulness-based meditation to help you improve your mental health and well-being. Mindfulness is a very useful practice that I have had multiple therapists go over with me over the years. And it's not the only coping skill that is out there. There's grounding techniques, like physical coping mechanisms, and therapists can curate these to your specific needs. Some people may argue that there are many like websites and self-guided resources to help, like with mindfulness exercises. Like, I don't need a therapist. I can just like get an app or look up a YouTube video and just do like the mindfulness or coping or whatever that way. But therapy, like I said, curates specific coping skills based on your needs. Effective therapy can be extremely worthwhile for some critically necessary. Like, I have looked up many resources, but the grounding techniques that therapists have taught specifically for me are like what have helped me the most based on things that I have tried to look up online. So regularly going to therapy. Oh, actually, let me get my slides up. Okay. All right. And then, sorry, I forgot how to present that. How do I present the PowerPoint?
Go to slideshow.
Slideshow. I don't see. Oh, wait, hold on.
From beginning.
Oh, okay. There we go. Sorry about that. Regularly going to therapy keeps mental health in check, supports already like their mental illness, and gives unique tools and coping strategies to help you like work through your problems. So here, hold on. How do I go to the next slide? Okay, there we go. This is how to find a therapist step by step. So first, I recommend asking your primary doctor for a recommendation. They will usually know some therapists, or they will be able to recommend therapists they've referred other patients to. Or if you don't like have good communication with your primary doctor, you can look up a therapist on a site like Psychology Today. I have personally looked for therapists on there and have been able to contact some before. You also want to make sure that the therapist you're talking to is in network with your insurance so that you're not paying full price. Once you find the therapist online and that they're in your network, look for their email or phone number and contact them. And then check to make sure they have availability. And if they do not, then just repeat the steps again. But if they are available, then you can book an appointment and you have your first therapy session. And so I'll show you, oh wait, what? Hold on, here we go. For some reason it didn't show the last slide, but this slide shows you how to navigate Psychology Today. So you're gonna type in on the top bar, San Jose, or wherever you live. I live in San Jose. And then you're gonna click on insurance, and then you can click which insurance company you have, and then it will only show you a therapist within your insurance. Thank you for your time.
I feel like, again, kind of like what I said with Charity, is I could tell that your topic was very much something that you had experience with. And it definitely also matches to our demographic, because college students can get overwhelmed and stressed really easily. And nowadays, everything is so fast paced that I feel like therapy is something that would be helpful for a lot of people, even if they don't have any mental health issues, just to be able to talk through what they might be having in their life.
All right, awesome. I think we just have the last speech then, if those are all like questions and comments.